Sulit ba ang mag-city tour sa Iloilo? Known as a city of love and a UNESCO City of Gastronomy, Iloilo is a city where culture, history, and flavor come together in every corner. Home to timeless heritage houses and unforgettable local dishes. This is Iloilo, full of stories, full of life. Come and join us as we explore the city of Iloilo. Hola! As soon as we landed at Iloilo International Airport, we headed straight to Atria Park District since alam kong may Netong's Original Special La Paz Batchoy dito. Sobrang saya kasi ito talaga yung isa sa mga pinakakilalang batchoy spots sa Iloilo. It was already late when we arrived but luckily, they were still open. Although sold out na halos lahat ng orders except for the classic La Paz Batchoy. A little trivia, Netong's is actually one of the original creators of La Paz Batchoy at nagsimula sila way back 1940 sa La Paz Public Market. What makes it special? It's that rich, malinamnam na sabaw made from beef bones and bone marrow, cooked for hours. Tapos sinamahan pa ng fresh Mickey noodles, crunchy chicharon at toasted garlic. Mainit, flavorful, and full of Ilonggo love. The perfect way to start our trip. To end our day, we found out that the famous coffee shop here in Iloilo, Madge Cafe, has a branch nearby. Madge Cafe has been around since 1940, originally located at the La Paz Public Market also. They're famous for their hand-brewed coffee made using a cloth strainer or katsa, which gives it that distinct aroma and rich flavor. What's even more special is that they roast and grind their own beans, 100% locally sourced, pure Ilonggo brew. I ordered media tabang coffee and Kenneth ordered mais con hielo and we paired it with 2 pieces of bichokoy. Definitely a must-try for coffee lovers. On our third day in Iloilo after our Guimaras tour, we decided to drop by the La Paz Public Market to check out the original branches of Madge Cafe and Netong's La Paz Batchoy. Buti na lang talaga nakahabol pa kami sa Madge Cafe kasi pa-close na sila that time. This is Iloilo's oldest cafe serving traditional coffee. The coffee is bold, rich, and surprisingly affordable for such a great quality whether you're a regular or a first-timer. And guess what? Mas mura pa dito. I got my coffee for only 80 pesos. Then right across, andito na agad ang Netong's Original Special La Paz Batchoy. As in, literal na magkatapat lang pala sila. Nakachamba pa kami ng puto kaya ayun, same order ulit. Batchoy Mega with all the toppings. Perfect combo talaga yung puto at batchoy lalo na after a long day of exploring. Plus, mas mura din dito. Batchoy Mega for only 140 pesos and 20 pesos naman para sa puto. Sulit, authentic, and super satisfying. Ang saya lang kasi finally na-try namin yung original spot kung saan talaga nagsimula ang lahat. At napahinto na nga rin kami dito sa Ihaw-Ihaw. Ang daming choices at nakakatuwa kasi you can literally just pick what you want para ulamin kasi everything looks good. So far, masasabi ko na super affordable talaga ng food dito sa Iloilo. Sulit na, masarap pa. The Iloilo City Tour features old churches, heritage houses, and of course, signature dishes. Unang pinuntahan namin ay ang Balay nga Bato. Welcome to Avancenia Camina Balay nga Bato, located in Arevalo, Iloilo City. As soon as we arrived, may souvenir shop agad sa reception area. And dito rin kami nag-avail ng guided tour. No need for reservations kung hindi naman kayo madaming pupunta. The tour costs 320 pesos each. Una, magpapanood muna sila ng short video about the house history. Then mag-start ang tour of the house that was built in the 1860s by the Avancenia family, one of the prominent families in Iloilo, and now preserved by the Camillas. The house showcases traditional Filipino-Spanish architecture. Yung classic bahay na bato style with wooden interiors, Capiz windows, and antique furnishings. Dito rin namin nakita kung gaano ka-religious ang mga Ilonggo. Halos bawat lumang bahay pala may sariling prayer room or oratory complete with antique religious icons and family altars. After the tour, dinala kami sa dining area. Ready na agad yung hot chocolate de baterol with biscuits. Freshly made and talaga namang nakakatakamang aroma. Now for the taste test. Hindi mapait, hindi matamis, tamang timpla. May bell pa sa table na pwede mong i-ring kapag gusto mo ng refill. Then sinerve na rin yung pansit molo. Freshly made and full of flavor. In all honesty, talagang napakasarap. Isa sa rason kung bakit ako babalik ng Iloilo. More than just food and architecture, Balay Nga Bato gives you that warm, homey feeling. Parang sandali kang pumalik sa nakaraan. After our visit sa Balay Nga Bato, we headed straight to our second stop, the Molo Plaza and Molo Church. Perfect combination ang Molo Church and Plaza dahil madaming puno ang nagpapaganda at nagpapapresko sa lugar. Kilala siya bilang the Feminist Church or the Women's Church because lined along its aisle are the 16 statues of female saints, and its patron saint is Saint Anne. The church itself was built in the 1800s, made of coral stone and limestone with egg white and sand as binding material. Imagine, ganon katibay hanggang ngayon. Since it's a Sunday, ang daming tao sa loob. And just like any local tradition, pag first time mo daw sa church, magsindi ka ng kandila and make a little wish or prayer. Right across the church is Molo Plaza, surrounded by beautiful trees and heritage buildings. Perfect spot to take photos or just enjoy the view. Before crossing to the Molo Mansion, we couldn't resist the famous bibingka in Molo. For only 50 pesos, may 10 pieces ka na freshly baked bibingka. Slightly different from our usual bibingka na nakasanayan. This one reminds me more of tupig in texture and flavor. Perfect na merienda after magsimba. Then tawid lang kami papunta sa Molo Mansion. The mansion was originally the old Lacson Yusay Consing ancestral house, built in 1926, and now restored and owned by SM Prime Holdings. Inside, you'll find the Cultura Filipino store. Yes, same brand we usually see in malls, selling all kinds of Filipino crafts, barong, handmade souvenirs at iba't ibang local products. Sa likod naman may pasalubong area and a cozy cafe spot. Hindi na kami bumili ng pasalubong dito since may plano pa kaming pumunta sa main pasalubong center later. Pero syempre, hindi pwedeng hindi namin tikman ang isa sa mga sikat na cafe dito sa area ng Molo Mansion. We tried Happy Endings, famous for their ice cream and coffee. I ordered their iced salted caramel for only 150 pesos. Tamang-tama sa mainit na panahon. The whole area, the church, the plaza, and the mansion really shows how Iloilo keeps its culture and charm alive. Next up, the Iloilo Esplanade. Isa to sa pinaka-famous spots dito sa Iloilo. And for a good reason, it's clean, peaceful, and perfect for walking or just hanging out by the river. It officially opened in 2012 and is now one of the longest linear parks in the Philippines. Pero heads up ha, medyo mahirap puntahan kung may dala kayong private car kasi medyo malayo ang parking area. Mas convenient kung may magdadrop sa inyo or magkukommute na lang kayo tapos lakad na lang papunta. Sunod naming pinuntahan ang Harrow Church and Bell Tower. Kahit nasa malayo pa, hindi mo maipagkakaila ang taglay na ganda ng Harrow Church. Officially, this is the Harrow Metropolitan Cathedral, also known as the National Shrine of Our Lady of the Candles. Pero what really makes this place stand out is the Bell Tower, na nasa tapat ng simbahan, across the street, right in the middle of the plaza. Sabi nila, ganito raw talaga ang design ng mga lumang simbahan noon. Hiwalay ang bell tower para kung magkaroon ng lindol, hindi masisira ang main structure ng church. And up to now, buong-buo pa rin siya. Ang sarap lang maglakad-lakad dito sa plaza. Surrounded by heritage houses and old buildings, you can really feel that old Iloilo charm. After a few minutes of taking photos and just enjoying the place, we decided to walk from the plaza papunta sa original Bizcocho House.
Ang ganda ng panahon. Hindi masyadong tirik na tirik ang araw. Mas mahangin. Maganda ang panahon.
Fun fact, the original Bizcocho House actually started right here in Harrow. This is where it all began before it became one of Iloilo's most loved pasalubong brand. Napakadaming pasalubong ang pwedeng pagpilian. Subok ang quality at lasa. At syempre, maayos at maganda ang packaging kaya siguradong safe at secure ang mga treats during your trip back. Bestseller ang bizcocho at butterscotch dahil talaga namang masarap at best nakapartner ng coffee or tea. Sure na pagbalik namin, mas marami na ang aming iuuwi. Few blocks away from the Bizcocho House is the Casa Marikit, isa sa mga hidden gems dito sa Iloilo City. Facade pa lang ng bahay, makikita mo na agad yung old Spanish style charm niya. And this house is around 200 years old and belongs to Marikit Havalenia Lopez, the wife of former Vice President Fernando Lopez. Entrance fee is only 50 pesos, super sulit na for the experience. Ang cool kasi preserve pa talaga yung bahay. From the wooden floors, old furniture, hanggang sa mga vintage photos and artifacts na makikita mo sa loob. Parang bumalik ka sa lumang panahon habang nagtutour. May tour guide din na nagkukwento ng history ng family at mga interesting stories behind some of the items in the house. Since antik na nga lahat ng gamit dito sa loob, medyo natatakot pa ako nung sinabing mag-picture daw kami sa sala nila. Pero syempre, di natin pinalampasan chance. Ang ganda kasi ng details, bawat sulok may kwento. And by touring the house, we get a glimpse of how simple life used to be. Ibang-iba na sa panahon natin ngayon. Kaya if you're into old house museums and historical sites, we recommend you visit the Casa Marikit. A very unique experience, definitely worth the stop. On our way to the airport, we decided to make one last stop, the Brandy Museum located inside Festival Walk Mall. Actually, tinry na namin puntahan to a few days ago, pero sarado na nung time na yon. Kaya this time, sabi namin hindi pwedeng hindi mapuntahan. Luckily, during our visit, andun mismo yung store manager and he gave us a really informative tour about the history of Fundador. Which by the way is the first and oldest brandy brand in Spain, founded in 1730. It's also the first Spanish brandy ever exported to the Philippines. Inside the museum, you'll see how Fundador is made, from the aging barrels to the different types of brandy. Ang ganda kasi may pa-lecture pa talaga about the different kinds of liquor and how they differ in flavor, process, and alcohol content. After the short tour, diretso naman kami sa shop and tried their specialty coffee. Coffee with brandy. For only 100 pesos per iced coffee. Nakakatuwang experience kasi literal na nakakalising na kape. Super unique stop, educational, classy, and definitely something you should add to your Iloilo itinerary. Final stop before heading to the airport, Tatoy's Manokan and Seafoods. Buti na lang may branch sila sa labas lang ng airport, kaya perfect spot para kumain bago umuwi. Umorder kami ng lechon at syempre, yung kanilang famous baked oysters. Honestly, di na ako nag-expect kasi parang kami na lang yung kakain sa resto. Pero grabe, ang sarap pala talaga dito. Di nagkamaling ma-recommend at umulit pagbalik. Yung lechon, crispy and flavorful. Tapos yung baked oysters, creamy, cheesy, and fresh. Total damage, 885 pesos lang. Sulit na sulit sa sarap. Perfect ending to our Iloilo trip. Busog, happy, and ready to fly back home. And that wraps up our Iloilo trip. Ang saya ng experience, from the food, the people, to every story behind each place we visited. Talagang maiintindihan mo kung bakit tinatawag na City of Love ang Iloilo. Sana napanood niyo rin yung iba naming vlogs here in Iloilo. Kung hindi pa, panoorin niyo na. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you on our next adventures.